Welcome to the Peak Collective with myself, Luca.
And myself, Shane.
Today, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to test out the man himself, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's leg day.
Yes.
It's consisting of 4 exercises in a giant set.
It's going to be tough, hence the size of him.
Yes. So if you guys don't know what a giant set is basically 4 different exercises, back-to-back, no rest, which you'll be pleased to know. And each exercise will be 15 to 20 reps. Now, his normal leg day he does in a more conventional gym with machines, things like that. Yeah. We thought we'd put a little bit of a turn on it and do everything free weight since we're at a box gym here.
Yeah. No machines whatsoever.
No machines whatsoever.
Barbells, old school.
Yeah, and hopefully it will give you guys some inspiration that if you go to a gym that also doesn't have a lot of machines, that you've only got free weights, how you can actually improvise around that as well. Yeah. So his current leg day is leg press, Romanian deadlifts, Bulgarian split squats, and leg curls. So most of that we can do, minus the leg press.
Leg press, but we'll change it out.
So we're going to put that for some variation of squats, depending on what we want to do with the squats. And then go from there, pretty much.
Why have we done this to us?
Well,
this is going to hurt so much.
This is the thing. So what we're also going to do is then give our turn, because we always like to give education on here, is the education side on this. Like the benefits, the negatives.
I'm not going to walk afterwards. This is for your pleasure as well.
The negatives, the positives of giant setting and his workout, what we think of it as well, and how we would actually structure a leg workout with our favourite leg exercises as well, and how we'll do it as well.
Oh, right.
Sound good?
Yeah, no, this is going to suck. Right, let's go.
Let's do it. So yeah, we're swapping out the leg press with squats. So hopefully, we've just guesstimated that we're going to do 40, because no idea what we can do for 15 and 20. See what we can get. So yeah, starting off, back squats, 15 and 20 reps, straight into the RDL, Shane, when we get to the 15 or 20, whatever you get to. Hoping that we get 20 on everything, at least for the first set. Bro, I get overhead shit, bro. Into the Bulgarian split squats. Yeah. I said to go lighter. And this is where the guesstimation starts, guys. We're going to start with these weights, but we'll see after the first set if we can't get them or can get them. Let's change the weights up. Visualization time for leg curls. It has to show that a 50-something-year-old man is definitely on gear, but just saying. Rock, we are calling you out. Right, next step, Shane, we ready? One thing I'd say is already the benefit is how quick the sets are done here. So obviously we're editing this quickly, but it's taken us around 3 to 4 minutes to complete the whole giant set. So if you're in a massive rush, which I imagine the Rock is, you're literally completing this in like 20 minutes max, most likely. So if you're in a rush, I'd say 1. That's like the biggest benefit I've noticed so far. Big negative is, you can probably already tell, me and Shane lift a lot more than any of these weights, but because everything's giant set together, you're not going to be able to overload as much as you would normally be able to in just traditional 3 sets of 10 or 3 sets of 6 as an example. But again, say you're on holiday, I'm going to Japan next week. Yeah, I'm not, I don't think I've ever mentioned it, but yeah, like this would be something I'd probably actually do similar to, maybe not 4 exercises, but similar to when I'm on holiday, because I don't want to be exercising for like an hour to 2 hours when I'm on holiday, but 20 minutes, half an hour, I can do that. Guys, we are doing this for you, so please like, comment how you like this video if you want more content like this. Watch 8-hour arm workout next. Calling it now. We'll get Neil back on, we can do it. But yeah, if you like this kind of stuff, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you like seeing us basically in torture. And drop us a comment. Anything you'd like us to do, anything you'd like to see. We're trying to mix and match our content for you to see what you guys like and kind of go from there.
Done. I can take my hoodie off into round 3.
Yeah, we're just saying. We don't honestly think The Rock actually trains like this every single time he does legs.
So why are we doing it?
Well, it's a little challenge, isn't it? But probably when he's on set, when he's in tight for time, there's no way he's got to the size he is doing this kind of stuff. I mean, again, you get pumped, but it honestly feels more like a cardio workout than actual strength. again, to reiterate, we could lift a lot heavier on all these exercises if we just broke them at least into 2 supersets rather than a giant set. And especially singular, like doing 3 sets of 8 or whatever.
Every time we try. That's about it. That is
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
the poor man, look at him. Smile. I just wanted a follower.
So, Shane, tell us what you just wanted to do.
Right, so, let me take that. So this is 40 kilo, okay? Luca said before that it's not that bad. It's all right, we'll probably go heavier. For every single one like this gets to get across all social media channels. So we'll put it as a YouTube short, Instagram reel, TikTok, the lot. Every one like, we're gonna add them together. So if it gets 50 on TikTok, 50 on YouTube, 50 on Instagram, it's 150 likes. We will do 150 squats on the bar. So if this one is the one that blows it up, I might never walk again, but it's worth it for the podcast.
For the views. Big Daddy Dwayne. Yeah, he's one of our few subscribers.
Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Artlist.io.
We just finished.
Music licensing reimagined.
Thoughts?
Artlist.io.
and we were resting in between.
Yeah.
If you're just on your own, 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah.
I'd say, like you said, good holiday workout.
Yeah.
So if you want to be like 20 minutes, or you're a parent, you got to pick up the kids in like 20 minutes, half an hour. It's a good workout for that circumstance. Is it a good for muscle building or strength? I'd personally say no, personally.
No.
I'd say if you're a complete newbie, say you're not that strong.
I'm jealous of these newbies. Anything's good for a newbie.
Yeah.
Honestly, you look sick in the first 6 months.
Yeah. So I'd say that would work for a newbie, but at the same time, what would work better? The conventional way of training or the conventional?
The science-based program, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So if we were to do our top 3 exercises for legs.
Oh, we're back to this. We haven't done this for a while.
No. And I think this is a good time to talk about it.
Yeah, okay. Top 3
and
for legs.
how we would train legs
I know
for
what
muscle
I'm
building
saying.
/ strength. What would your first one be?
Box jumps.
Going back to episode 1.
You've been here from the start. You know what I'm talking about.
My client actually asked me about that the other day. She's like, what was Shane's favourite exercise? It's like, box jumps.
Box jumps and I hated bicep curls. Number 1. Overall, it's going to have to be a back squat / front squat, depending on your goal.
Yeah, I'd actually agree with that.
Has to be.
I'd say back squat or front squat. I'd say if you're years into the gym, so you're really experienced, you can probably get by with just doing a hack squat or a leg press
I
instead.
was going to say that for mobility issues or bodybuilders, then it's not ideal. But I think if you're teaching gym pop athletes, the everyday newcomer who can mobilise, you can teach them. Squats are number 1.
Yeah.
I think hack squats and pendulum squats are for a small type of niche.
Mm-hmm.
So I think just a barbell squat variation, it's
100%.
top.
Yeah, I 100% agree. If you're just starting legs, if you're just starting, maybe like a goblet squat or something like that, but some variation of a squat, and then straight into either back or front, I'd say probably my two favourite types of squat variations.
Yeah.
Number 2, this is actually going into the workout, right, is the exercise selection of it is actually really good. If I was actually to say, they're probably my 4 favourite leg exercises, if I'm actually honest.
Favourite, but yeah. I said it as we were talking around as well, so you probably heard it in the video.
Yeah. You go.
It was a selection. So you've obviously got the compound quads, compound for the hamstrings, with the deadlifts, you're hinging, Bulgarians, unilateral single leg work, and then you've got your hamstring isolation. I don't think it gets much better than that unless you're looking maybe leg extensions or like thigh adduction flies. But again, niches, I think if you're talking top 4, I think they're definitely in there for overall stances.
Yeah, 'cause I was going to say, the second one for me would be a variation of a deadlift. My favourite of deadlift is Romanian, as we've discussed before. I don't like conventional for myself, but a variation. Romanian deadlift, a conventional deadlift, sumo deadlift, something that's more of a hip hinge.
Yeah, I've always loved the deadlift. When I was younger, I went through a phase of like a year just trying to get a mass deadlift. And most of the stuff I do now is like a clean deadlift, a snatch grip deadlift. It's a variation, hence why you kept saying, your hamstrings, blah, blah, blah. But everything I basically do is a hip hinge, right? So I think deadlift for growth, for strength, for longevity is definitely second.
Yeah, and then I would then say split squats, personally. A variation, either Bulgarian, lunges, front elevated split squat, whatever split squat. But I think if you look at those 3 exercises for not only strength, not only hypertrophy or some muscle gain, but also mobility. A lot of people can't even squat or hip hinge, so it's going to teach you how to get better at hip hinging and squatting. Yeah. And then if you've got mobility issues, guess what? A split squat is going to be amazing for mobility issues.
Yeah.
And then if I was going to isolate the hamstring, because it's a bit harder to do, guess what? My 4th exercise probably would then be a hamstring curl.
Hamstring curl or Nordic curls. Nordic curls would be number 3, but if you're talking obviously with the hinge and mobility, lunges come first. So I think Nordic curls come close 4th.
Yeah, I'd say Nordic curls for me are a bit like sissy squats where they're amazing. It's just, it will take more time to get towards. Yeah. Once you get it, 100% agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, so